What's going on, guys? It's Sarah. In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how you can AFK portals for Tengen in the new Anime Crusaders update. So Anime Crusaders just dropped their very first update, and in this update they added Demon Slayer portals, and from those portals you can get Tengen. Those portals are actually AFKable, so in this video I'm going to be showing you guys how you can do that. Fair warning, it isn't exactly easy. Before we get into the video, if you guys do enjoy this and it helps you out, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And without any further ado, let's go right to the video. Alright, so Anime Crusaders just dropped their first update. Like I said in the intro, they added the Tengen portals. Now these portals are actually AFKable, but it's not exactly easy. There's a good bit of requirements. So for starters, you're definitely going to need a lot of portals. So far I've done 20 portals, and as you can see it takes 110 portals for pity to get Tengen. So I'd recommend you guys probably AFK the Demon Slayer Infinite for like a day so you have enough portals to go to pity for Tengen. So that's the first requirement. The next requirement is you guys are going to definitely have to have good DPS units. You're not going to have a Crusader per se, but they are going to need to be probably as good or close to as good as my Shanks. Crusader Shanks is like pretty mid. He's just about as good as like a Sid, maybe a little bit better than Sid, and Aka's is not evoed yet. But these are the two that I'm going to be using, so your DPSs need to be at least as good as these two. But like I said, these two really aren't that good. Don't get discouraged by the Crusader. So replacements for Shanks and Akaza would be, if you guys have Sid, he'd be a really good replacement for Shanks. If you guys have Broly as well, or Sung Jinwoo, even Law would be good. Any of those guys evoed with a decent trade on them would be a good replacement for these two. I recommend you guys bring Gato. He's not really a requirement per se, but he just makes it easier. And then you're also going to need a heal unit. You can use Goku, Dami, but I'm going to be using Choin. This is basically just for the early waves. You're also going to need to have Lloyd, which is the new farm unit, and Speedwagon. We don't need to have gilded on him, but I would recommend it. The last thing you guys are going to need to do is copy my settings. So you guys want to disable shift lock, disable boss dialogue, and then the rest of the settings I'll show you guys when we're in the game. Alright, so now we can get into setting up the AFK. Alright, so once you're in here, the first thing you want to do is just go ahead and lose so you can get the replay button to pop up. But while I'm losing, I'll show you guys the rest of the settings. So make sure you guys have on auto start, auto skip wave, disable auto open upgrade UI, and show upgrade UI on the left. Also, I'd recommend you guys turn off your effects. Alright, so now that you've lost, go ahead and open up Tiny Task and copy my settings. So I have on play speed 1 times and continuous playback on, always on top. And then you want to go ahead and start your recording. And then you want to hover over pick next portal, pick portal. Make sure you always pick the first portal. And then select. And then once you start teleporting, you want to wait a few seconds after you get in, just in case there's any delays or anything like that. So I'm going to wait a few seconds once I get in here, and then I'm going to place my farm units, and then I'm going to use O to zoom out. So make sure you guys use O to zoom out and not the cursor. So like I said, I'm going to wait a few seconds, and then I'm going to spam down my money units. So now I'm going to spam down Speedwagon over and over again using the number keys. Then I'm going to do the same thing for Lloyd. Just going to go back over just in case there's any type of delays. And then I'm going to zoom out using O. You guys don't want to zoom out too much because there's a tree that might mess you up. I'm going to place my heal unit right here. And then I'm going to place down my DPSs. So my DPSs are going to go right here to the left. I should have probably placed the DPS units first, but it doesn't really matter. So I'm going to place my DPS units right here to the left. And then I'm going to go ahead and place my Gato, and then from there it's literally just auto upgrading. So open up your unit manager using C. I'm gonna auto upgrade Choin a little bit just so you can get the air units that are coming right now, and then I'm gonna auto upgrade all my heal units. Make sure you upgrade one of your units, whether it's the DPS unit or your heal unit, a little bit before you max out your farm so you don't lose on the early waves. That's why I upgraded my Choin. By the way, sorry if I'm saying his name wrong. I don't remember his name, to be honest. So I'm going to go ahead and upgrade now my farms are max. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade my DPS unit. Alright, so now that's wave 15 and my DPS unit is max. I'm going to go ahead and finish out maxing my Flame Master. And then I'm going to throw on my other DPS unit on auto upgrade and sell the rest of my farms. And then from there, just close the unit manager and you should be good. Alright, now that you guys have won, you just want to wait like 15 seconds or so just in case there's any delays. Make sure you put your cursor over pick next portal, and then wait a few more seconds, and then you can go ahead and end your recording. So now I'm going to end my recording, and now I'm going to show you guys a video of the AFK working. This video is from like a few hours ago, so I have a different amount of portals. So the method's a little bit different, but it's pretty much the same thing. Alright, that's gonna be the video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Kind of a difficult AFK, I'm not gonna lie, but if you guys can do this, you'll be able to get Tengen overnight. So thank you guys so much for watching. We're on the road to 1.5k subscribers, so if you did enjoy this video and helped you out, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, some more Anime Crusaders videos coming out soon, so be on the lookout for that, and I'll see you on the next video. Later.